Hello, YouTube. Holy shit, I just had a really weird modern tech is bullshit kind of moment. Let's get started. It's Sunday, November 28th, 1:10 in the morning. Saturday night, Thanksgiving weekend. Just bounced out of Wanderin because Priscilla's being a fucking cunt and a half. It kills me, absolutely kills me, how she's basically refused to fuck me for months, but gets jealous and cock blocks any woman who seems like she might be interested. Honest to God, it takes a lot of restraint every night to not set her on fire in her sleep. It really does. In fact, to be completely honest, I'm so frustrated with not being able to drive and not being able to fuck that carjacking and rape are sounding like good ideas right now. Just saying. Throwing that out there. And I don't think of myself as a carjacker or a rapist. But I'm a man with some needs. And they're not being met. And I'm really unhappy with my life. And really unsure about my future. And I do know that a good carjacking or a good raping, and I'll get locked away for life, and I won't have to worry about food, and I won't have to worry about storing my stuff, and I won't have to worry about rent or any of those things. And you're like, Dan, oh my God, have you lost your fucking mind? My mind's been lost for a long time. Let's get real. I'm fucking miserable 24/7. Like, I just hate my life on so many levels at this point. And kind of I hate my girlfriend. Like, honest to God, I felt like I was in a better place 3 weeks ago or whatever, when I was cuddling in front of Circle K with Marissa, who was just a random female homeless junkie. That was one of my more comfortable moments. Like, that was 3 hours where I actually felt good about myself and it felt like it was in a good place, And I've been back over there. I haven't seen her since, and I hope she's doing well. I really do. I don't know shit about Marissa. I really don't. All I know is that I extended her a little kindness and helped her out with a little bit I could. And she extended me some kindness and helped me out with a little bit I could, or a little bit she could. And, yeah. And she's never cock-blocked me. And she's never denied me sex. So at this point, Marissa, kind of like her better than Priscilla. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Alright, so what's happening? I'm walking northbound on a side street. What the hell is this? I feel like this is on the side of the road because somebody's throwing it away. And that's really nice. That's really nice. That's a nice step ladder too. If I had a car, I'd go by and load it up and save it from the dumpster. But at this point, not only do I not have a car or a way to load it up, probably gonna loving the Christmas decorations. That's pretty fly. I'm on the cusp of losing everything. I don't have any way to pay my rent on my storage, so then my storage unit's going to be gone. Don't have a way to pay the rent on my apartment. I have no idea what's going to come of that. I'm reasonably confident that Priscilla will pay the whole month's rent next month, because I don't think she wants to be homeless either. But I don't know. I don't know where that's going. I just don't know. My brother, whom I almost never talk to, brother John. Yeah, he's real. He's real. He's a real person. I really do have a brother somewhere, but so I don't hear from him for fucking months, and maybe a year. I think it's been maybe over a year since I've heard from my brother. And the last time I saw him, like we went for a scooter ride together, and I was telling him about how bad I was struggling with stuff, and just how bad things have been for me since Lime shut down Arizona operations and Governor Douchebag decided to close bars, and I've just been left high and dry. And I think, and that was a while back. Like, I think that was before I received a federal my third federal stimulus check, and then the Social Security Administration did a check on my bank account and saw that, oh, you're over-resourced. Yeah, I'm over-resourced because you motherfuckers sent me money that I never asked for. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. Oh, look at these fancy-ass houses. Like in a rough neighborhood, and we got these gentrified, fucking, flipped, fucking... Wow. Yeah, thanks for taking over the hood, douchebags. God, I want to fucking smash in their windows just for being in this neighborhood. I really, really do. I really, really do. Houses like this don't belong in this neighborhood. It's been a lower middle class neighborhood for years. Some motherfucker decided to fucking get rid of a couple of the small houses and build some big houses and then sell them to some motherfuckers who got fucking shit tons of money so they can be centrally located. These fuckers don't belong in this neighborhood. I think you're gonna get a taste of what this neighborhood is. I smell carob trees. God, I love the smell of carob trees. Anyway. So yeah, just like I spent a little time with John, and I hadn't spent time with my brother John. To be honest, I don't think I've really ever spent any time with my brother John. And we're a whole different generation. You know, so I can't even say how much older I am than him off the top of my head, because that's how disconnected we are. But I'm gonna say that I don't know. Fuck. See the radio towers, the Tower Plaza ahead of me. Not sure where I am. It's too dark to read the goddamn street signs, but it's one of those neighborhoods. Like, I know where I'm at. I don't know what street I'm on. I don't know what street I'm turning onto, but I know where I'm at. I know the city. I know every fucking inch of the city. I'm trying to think how much older John is than I am, or how much older I am than John. My bad. For those who don't know, I'm the oldest of nine kids. Oh, I'm clearly on Oak Street. There's traffic lights. Some motherfucker with his brights on. Turn your brights off, asshole. You're on a residential street. Seriously, turn off your brights, dickhead. Anyway, I want to say I'm 15 years older than John. 16 years older than John. John's father was my second stepfather. And kind of raised me. I was really close with John's father. John's father died when he was a toddler. John never knew his father. It's a weird fucking dynamic. John's father was easily one of the most influential persons in my childhood. And John doesn't have any fucking memories of his father. The memories of he has of paternal family is his father's father, who was always my Grandpa Chaffin since I was a little kid. And John doesn't seem to, well, I mean, Grandpa Chaffin's been dead for like fucking 5 years, 6 years. John never seemed to fully grasp why Reverend Robert Chaffin and I were so damn close. And he didn't seem to have the same bond. But I mean, it's no secret. I had a head start. I don't know. I can't really judge John's bond with Grandpa. I really can't judge that. I don't know. But I don't know. There were some times where we were all together with him, and he's just like, well, I don't know why he's worried about you. You're not his grandson. I'm like, I will fucking break your face, John. Don't even fucking go there. Anyway, last time I saw John was about a year ago, and we went for a scooter ride, and we had some talks, and I told him how much I was struggling with stuff, and we had a pretty brutal point of contention then, where I was telling him that I was, that I'd been at that point in time, shortly after the whole scamdemic thing started, and I told him about how I had lost all my work, and bars were closed. I didn't know what I was gonna fucking do for any kind of income, and wasn't qualifying for, there's so much assistance out there for people during the pandemic, and I didn't qualify for shit. And but I was still getting Social Security then. Still getting a housing assistance from Home Inc. then. And I was telling him, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Things are terrible. And at this point, like, the only thing that's saving my ass is that prior to the pandemic kicking in, I had been looking at trying to buy a house, and I'd put some money away, and it paid off my consumer debt. So at that point in time, I had, oh Jesus, who's this guy? What's this guy doing? I paid off all my consumer debt. So at that point in time, and it resulted in some increased credit lines. And it's like, well, right now it's keeping me afloat is got a lot of credit. I'm hoping something will work out for me before I max it out. And of course now I've maxed it out and nothing's worked out for me, but that's, that hadn't come to pass. The last time I was hanging out with my brother John, and he and I told him how I had tried to at this point I had two, not only one, I had two functional vehicles. I had the Saturn and I had the Benz, and they were both completely drivable. And I told him, it's like, yeah, tried to get some extra money going on, doing Uber Eats and Lyft. At the time, the Saturn was like new enough to run passengers and Lyft. Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, and Postmates, and that they had all denied my applications based on background checks. And he actually had the fucking audacity to say something. I forget what he said exactly. I feel like I showed constraint for not punching him in the fucking mouth, but he said something along the lines of, well, you should have thought of that before you committed a felony. motherfucker. You know, like that was a choice. Like I chose to be born schizophrenic. Like I chose to have some motherfucker steal my medication and cause me to have a fucking breakdown. And I kind of was just like, John, these aren't choices. I choose this shit. Choose this shit. I didn't choose any of that shit more than I chose to have a fucking entitled, fucking callous, fucking piece of shit for a younger brother. I didn't choose none of that shit. Anyway, probably upset him that night. Whatever. Give a fuck at this point. But he, so, I mean, things went wonky with my phone service the same day the motor went out on my car. Same fucking day. Like the day I was, day I blew the motor on the car, which is a little over 2 months ago, was the exact same day that, the fuck is all that? That's weird. Hummingbird feeder. Weird. Anyway, that's the same day that I was on the phone. I remember, like, I'm waiting for the tow truck to show up, and I also was on the phone with Assurance Wireless. I mentioned how much I hate Assurance Wireless. Yeah, don't really like Assurance Wireless. Anyway, on the phone with Assurance Wireless, trying to speaking of Obama phones, the new Obama phone, I forget that company it's with, but I was actually gonna shoot this video using that phone, and I went to the home screen on it and absolutely could not find an application for shooting video. Like, there's a thing that had a camera on it, and I thought it was pull it out, show it to you. I thought that might be the camera app, but it's hang on, password. I'm not sharing that. I do have that phone passworded. Where is it? Yeah, that thing looks like a camera. It pops up this get started, blah, 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 blah. Give access to your contacts. Yeah, I shouldn't need to give access to my contacts for anything ever. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. Obviously, it's not a video shooting camera app. And I couldn't find any other icon on it that looked like it might be for shooting video. So I don't know what the fuck is up with that. But maybe that phone isn't even capable of shooting video. It has a camera on it. And I've, actually, I don't think I've used that camera whatsoever, but it does have a camera on it. It's running some weird version of Android. It's a current version of Android, but when it boots, it doesn't say Android. It says Android Go. And I mentioned that to my friend Corey. He said that something like, it's like a lightweight version of Android for devices that aren't up to, that are have really low resources. And it's become really clear that that device has, it doesn't have the stupid spyware that the Assurance Wireless phone has, but it's become really clear that overall it's got lower, even though it has a way nicer screen, it's become pretty clear that that phone overall has lower resources than the Assurance Wireless Obama phone. So anyway, it sucks balls. So back to shit with my brother. So I don't know, about a week before Thanksgiving, I get this random text message, and mind you, I've never figured out how to transfer contacts. Like, I was able to transfer my phone number from my iPhone, you know, when I shut my Cricket service off 2 months ago. I was able to transfer that phone number, more or less, to the first Obama phone, but I have no idea how to move my contacts over. And at this point, I feel like 90% of my friends have fucking left me out to fucking dry, so just don't even care about moving the contacts over. You know, the few people that do matter in my life, like, I have their number saved on that phone, and it just so happens that none of those people are blood relatives, except for my sister Robin, who I'm otherwise not going to talk about tonight. And believes she's pretty much sick of all our extended family as well. Although after the last week, she's probably sick of me as well. But anyway, yeah, so I get this random text message. Shit, I can probably pull that shit up. Hang on. It's in my back pocket. Actually kind of got accustomed to the whole how to click and swipe and click and swipe and click and swipe to get past their silly ass information stealing, whatever the fuck it is that makes it awkward to use a phone. I've kind of gotten the habit of passing it. Anyway, so I get a text message from a number I don't recognize. It's like, yeah, if you've gone 2 months and you haven't fucking texted me at all, like I haven't saved your number. I haven't received your number. I'm on a different phone. It's a god awful phone. And I get this text on Friday, November 12th, says, do you want to come over for Thanksgiving? Come over where? The fuck are you? Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I made it go off my screen. Do you want to come over for Thanksgiving? And it took me a day to respond to it. I don't pay attention to that phone that much. For the most part, the Obama phone, just it sits in my pocket, in my jacket pocket, kind of to a point I can't reach it. And it's in hotspot mode. So I can use my iPhone for everything other than a phone. And oh God. Shit. This phone is so goddamn awkward to use. So yeah, the next day I responded with, who is this? And I don't see where it shows times on the text, so I don't know how long it's going to text me back. John, your brother. To which I responded, okay, I haven't been able to transfer my contacts to this phone. You never call her right, so you have no idea how bad things have got for me in the last 2 months. And the only thing he had to say about that, fucking 2-word response. Nothing along the lines of, oh my God, what's going on? Or, hey, is there something I can do to help? No, I got a 2-word response, and it said, sorry, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Those are the words I want to say when his wife leaves him and completely fucks over his life and he loses his house. And he tells me how bad his life is falling apart. I really hope I can be there so I can just look him dead in the eye and say, sorry, bro. Because if he's been paying attention to Big Brother, he'll know that's what fucking happens when you get married anyway. Anyway, I don't go any longer about John, but I kind of thought there would be another response. Nothing. Not a goddamn fucking word from that. Just, sorry, bro. That's all I get. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Oh, what time is it? 1:34. Walking over to Kitty's Cocktails. I don't know if the new karaoke host is going to be here. It's kind of, after Priscilla pissed me off over at Wanderin, I was kind of wanting to walk over to Hideaway. I just wanted to go over to Hideaway, but sometimes I forget just how these bars that are a 5-minute drive from each other are a really goddamn long walk. I mean, Jesus, I've been running 24 minutes of video, and I was a good walk away from the Wanderin when I started this video, and just now getting the kitties. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, but yeah. Anyway, I spent the last couple days just dumping on John. He has nothing to say. Like, the only thing he had to say, and this just fucking killed me. The only thing he had to say was, where'd it go? Where the fuck did it go? This is why I give a fuck about most of my family at this point. So yeah, he says, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. I get no fucking nothing. No asking, like, what's going on? Can I do something to help? Like, no, just sorry, bro. Just sorry, bro. And on Thanksgiving Day, his audacity to send me this little fucking dancing turkey. Are you serious, you fucking piece of shit? You gonna send me a fucking dancing turkey? God, if I was close enough to fucking kick his balls up through his forehead, I would have done it. And Thanksgiving, most of the day I was just too depressed to look at this phone. And then, by the time I kind of got my ass out of bed and was going on with my life, like the battery had died in this phone. So I didn't see this until the day after Friday, which I responded that afternoon with, it's been a pretty rough day, but it's getting better. Actually, I copied and pasted what I sent to my sister. The only one of 7 sisters, I'll let Kim slide because she's dead. But the other 6 sisters, didn't hear anything from them. Haven't for quite some time. Haven't in 2 months. They don't even know, that I've lost my car and I've lost my phone, because the sisters I have that are still alive, other than Robin, could give a fuck. And Robin hasn't responded to this text, so I think it's pretty fair to say she doesn't give a fuck either. And I wrote, it's been a pretty rough day. This is just a copy pasta from what I sent Robin on Thanksgiving. It's been a pretty rough day, but it's getting better. Allison is living in her car in Portland. Lily is missing. My scooter died last night. I don't have enough for rent. And another job just turned me down over an automated background check. And totally makes 2 full months that I've been without a car. That's like the short version of how bad my life sucks. And his only response to that is, try to stay positive and think of good things. Like good things like what? Like maybe the possibility of me cucking you and fucking your wife? Kind of a good thing. Anyway, this wasn't the first thought of my mind. So this is coming right now. I'm pissed. And I'd probably rock his wife's world, but that's another story entirely. I just wrote, there really aren't any good things left. Allison and when that conversation went on was when my daughter Allison let me know that her car got broken into by tweakers and she got robbed, and she's still homeless in Portland. I wrote, there really aren't any good things left. Allison just messaged me to let me know her car got broken into and she got robbed last night. No response. I forget how long it took, but it was a pretty substantial amount of time for no response, which I texted, seriously, what fucking good things are you talking about? He hasn't texted me since. I've sent some more texts since, but seriously, like, really? You gonna send me some fucking Hallmark card bullshit? Because I can go to the Walgreens and walk past the William Tell Overture and browse the fucking Hallmark cards and get a bunch of empty platitudes. Think about the good things. Tell me a good thing that's going on in my life, John. Oh yeah, you don't know any things that are going on in my life because you don't give a fuck about me. Fuck you, bro.